Hello guys, it's Monjima and welcome to my fourth part of Python Basics. In the second video, I talked you guys into some basic mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. But today, I am going to spread light over some important string operations like indexing, slicing, to concatenate two strings and more. So, let's not much delay things, hurry up to the next stage. So string is a sequence of characters which can be written using double quotes or single quotes. Just like we write one string as hello everyone and assign it to a variable named greet. So by assigning it to a variable, we mean in future cases whenever we use or put the variable name greet, we mean its actual value hello everyone. I assume you already know what variable is. If you don't know, go back to my second video, link is given in the description. So we were talking about string things and we can perform a lot of operations over this. First of all, indexing. So each single character cell first to last in a string follows a sequenced order wise starting from 0. Like in case of hello everyone, indexing would be this way. H is for 0, E is for 1, L is for 2 and so on. And the interesting fact is we can call any character from the string just by mentioning its index number. Say we want to call the character placed in 6th index cell, we write our command this way. First comes the name of variable and then within square brackets we need to put the index number and click run. So this is the letter exactly in the 6th place as we can check here. Now if we want to check the character placed in 3rd cell, we write our command this way. Again first name of the variable and then within square bracket just put the index number. So as we can see, L was in the 3rd place of the string, so it's giving us the output. And we can also call them using negative indexing. Just it follows the way backwards starting from -1. Let's check by putting one further command this way. Greet within square bracket negative indexing, say -3 and click run. So we can see that O was really in the negative 3rd place of the string. And if we want to now check the character placed in the negative 5th position, we write our command and click run and we can see the output as R was in the negative 5th position of the string. And all these examples we just came across were just for calling one character at a time from the string. What if we want to call more than one character? Then we use this command greet 0:6. Here 0 is our starting index point and not 6 but 5 is our ending index point. We write the command by incrementing the end number just by 1. So let's run it. And these are the characters placed in between 0 and 6 as we can check here. And I forgot to tell, this method of string is called slicing as we here cut a little slice of string out of it. So this was idea about slicing just consecutive characters out of string. What if we want to choose them leaving a fixed cap? We write it this way. Greet 3 and click run. And here 3 in 3rd position is to call every 3rd character of the string. So first comes H and to the 3rd position of H comes L and to the 3rd position of L comes E and so on, as we can check here from this index table. Now if we want to specify the start and the end point, we can also do that by putting our command this way. Greet within square bracket 1:9:3. Here it starts from index number 1 and stops at index number 8. So this is just to call every 3rd letter up to index 8 and run it. So we can see that every 3rd character starting from the index 1 are the EOV. So this whole method is called stride. It is the striding method of string. Now let's say we want to know how many characters are there in one string argument, and I am sure you do not want to count them up manually till the end because it can get really troublesome if your string is of huge length. So to do that, we need to write one command like this. First, one inbuilt Python function len for length and within bracket the string value. As my string statement was made up of 14 characters including the space in between two words, so my output is 14. Let's do one more. We need to add one code cell and write this. And click run. So this is the output. So this is how you can check the character length of a string argument. Now it's time to see some further operations on string. Say we want to put two or more strings together to form just a single string, and we can do this first using string plus string command like this. And click run. And also we can do this using variance plus string command. Here we need to first assign one string to one variable and then add it to another string value like this. So you can see here it is our output. Hi, I am Munjima. And wait, we can also use here variable plus variable command. We just need to assign two strings to two different variables and then just join them like this. And click run. So these three above examples produce exactly the same result. So these ways you can use to concatenate strings. Now let's come to the step where you can replicate your string value. Say you need to repeat one of your statements 2 times or 3 times and also you do not want to type them manually. So you can always do this. First, the number of repetition into the string value and click run. See, it has been replicated 2 times. So this is the method of replication of string. And wait, this is not the last. We also have many other operations to perform on string, but we will talk about them later in my next video. So this is it for today. If you guys have any doubt, put them in the comment box. And as you have already invested this much time in watching the video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it as much as possible, and must subscribe. So take care. See you soon in my next video. Till then, bye bye.